Guys, today I decided to make another, a part 2 of the music theory lesson. Since I didn't really we did the very basics, and I think we'll do a little bit of a review of that. And I've had this paper sitting on my coffee table for so long, and I want to use it, and we can just have some fun with this and learn a little bit more. So, last time we talked just about the different notes on the piano. So that's sort of an easy, most visual way to imagine what the music looks like. And I'm going to turn this so a little bit, you can see a little bit better. So you remember the piano has the way we can tell what the different notes are by the different groupings of the black keys. Because they're all keys. Each one of these, when you press it, and I'm sure you know, but just in case, every single one makes a sound, and all of them are different. So the first note that I want you to just try and find is on the group of 2 on the left-hand side. That's a C. I know it sounds weird to find a C first when the alphabet, the letters start with A. And I'll show you where A is too. It's just 2 lower. The reason we start with C is because of the way that the steps are between the notes. When you start on C and you play up on just the white keys and the black keys, it is in C major. And so when you first learn the piano, many of the songs you start are in C major, so you don't need to worry about these notes yet. Just on the white keys. So that's why I always want you to find C. It's also important when you sit at a piano, you're sitting right near the middle, and you find the C that's closest to your belly button. We call that middle C, which seems, I guess it makes sense, right? It's right in the middle. Okay, so let's see if we can name the rest of the notes. We have B here, B, C, D. Oh, writing sideways and not spacing that very well. E, F, G, and when we get to G, if you look at where the A is, it's on the right-hand side in the middle of the group of 3. And where are we now? We're at another group of 3 on the right-hand side. So our alphabet is going to restart. A, B, C, and we found another C on the group of the 2 white or 2 black keys. D, E, F, G, and repeat A, B. So I'll just go backwards here. We say the alphabet backwards in our head. So a lot of my students are very young this year. I have 2 4-year-olds and a couple of 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds, and especially for the very little ones, they've only just really started learning the alphabet. Like, they can read very little tiny bit, and so we don't usually do the alphabet backwards because it's tricky. But for you, I know that you guys can do that. So those are all our notes on the keyboard. What does that mean? Yay, we have notes, we have names for them. Each of the letters of the alphabet sound the same, but they're in different octaves. So I'm just gonna, let's do some stuff with the staff here. So I'm gonna draw what is called a treble clef. And we did this before, I think, but this is some review. Drawing it sideways is not easy. That worked out pretty well. So middle C on the treble clef, that's this one right here. Middle C. It's right on a line. It's not even on the staff. It hangs down. It's like a little Saturn on its own line. It's It's too far down. It needs to just float there. And now when we put the notes on the staff, we use spaces and lines. So I'm just going to go up our keyboard. That would be D. It's just kind of touching. It's not on a line, it's on the outside. This is E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G is floating above. And let's just go one more. We have A. So sometimes this note and this one, they look the same because they're both on their own ledger line. We call these ledger lines because it goes beyond the staff. But this is A. I'm just going to put that there. We count it up. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So that's how you know that one is A. Now, are you able to just memorize that all at once? Probably not. It's a little bit tricky because I want you to be able to learn to recognize the notes as soon as you see one that you can name it as fast as you would be able to just name any of these letters. And that's a lot to kind of memorize all at once. So there's tricks. We have some tricks. So I'm going to do another treble clef here. Okay, not bad for sideways. A little different though. So the first trick is learning the spaces. And instead of counting, there's a trick for this. And this one, these four notes here, and they're just inside the spaces, they spell face. That's an F. The second one is A. Third is C. And the last one is E. Oop, that's a little goofy looking, but you get the idea. Face, starting from the bottom. All of our tricks always start from the bottom and go up. Just like this. This is up. Or higher. You know, this is high notes. And these ones are low. Yeah. So, starting from the lowest note on the treble clef in the space, F, A, C, E, face. The easiest one. Okay, the next one, now you have to memorize a few things, but trust me, they're pretty easy to memorize. Let's do the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just tell you the letters right now. The letters, they don't spell anything. I'll tell you that right now. E, G, B, D, F. Now these stand for, or I mean you can make up whatever you want, but this is what I learned when I was little. Every good boy deserves fudge. Every good boy deserves fudge. So, if you memorize these, when you see a note on a staff, let's do one at the bottom. See if you can see. Oh, can you see that okay? It's pretty small and faint. So that is my amazing sideways writing. Every good boy deserves fudge and face. But I want to show you down at the bottom. Okay, so if I draw a clef there, and I put a note right there. First off, is it on a line or on a space? Yeah, it's on a line. What do we use? Every good boy deserves fudge. You're right, so it'll count with me. Every good boy. B. That's B. Let's try another one. Put this one right here. This is a space, yes. We spell face. Space, face. Face for spaces. F-A-C-E. Yep, that's E. We'll do another one here. It's the first line. Every. From every good boy deserves fudge. Every. That's another E. So you can try and memorize now that these two are E's. They're an octave apart. One of them is the top space, one of them is the bottom line. Okay, so now what if I went like this? This note, can we use face for the spaces? F-A-C-E. No, it doesn't go high enough. Or about the lines, even though it's not a line, every good boy deserves fudge. Not quite. So we have to count up from that. So every good boy deserves fudge. We know that the note below that one is an F for fudge. So now we just have to think, well, what's the next letter in the alphabet? It's one higher. It's G. F-G. Okay, so that's the treble clef. And for all the ones out of that, okay, I'm going to do the bass clefs now because those are my favorite. Okay, how do you draw it sideways? There's a dog outside my apartment. He just rang his bell. Okay, bass clef. It's different. Okay. So in the bass clef, the spaces, let's just draw them. A, C, E, G. Now you could just memorize that as like ACE or something, but I really love this acronym. It stands for all, or I mean it can stand, you can make up whatever you want. This is the one that I like. All cows eat grass. Because that's the truth. I have a student actually who likes to make up her own for all of these, even though we usually make up a bunch of them ourselves in lessons, but she just makes up her own and goes with that, and that's fun and creative. So whatever you want to do. All cows eat grass for the spaces. And the lines. Now, the notes are G, B, D, F, A. And if you wanted to just kind of play off of the lines from the treble clef, similar but a little bit different, is good boys deserve fudge always. Or what I prefer, good birds don't fly away. Good birds don't fly away. So that both the bass clef ones are about animals, and both the ones in the treble clef are about people. Just another trick to remember things. So what I didn't do, I need to draw all of the notes on the bass clef for you. And I'm going to go down from middle C. So on the bass clef, middle C is up here. It's above it. And then we have to go down. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. And that's an E at the bottom. E way down here. Now the reason why middle C is up here is because of the grand staff. Because these two clefs work together like this. Which way is it going? Am I drawing that the right way? Yeah, okay. I'm sideways, so I forgot the dots. So the treble clef and the bass clef stack on top of one another, and we connect them with a line and then a curly bracket. Sometimes they're really fancy. And middle C, like if you wanted to, you could draw it right in the middle like that, and they share it. Oh, sorry if that was noisy. I'm so sorry. My headphone just fell out. What we do is we draw the middle C that's closer to the treble, like if the right hand is playing it, that's going to be up here, and then the bass clef one. But these are actually the same note. Those are both the same note, if that makes sense. So then the notes go up from here. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, that was messy, sorry. G, A. And down from here, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. And these ledger lines can go up and up and up and up and down and down, 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 as far as you want to go, or as far as your piano goes. And I think that's probably enough for you guys for today. I'm sorry about my microphone dropping. I'll check to make sure that that's not too bad. But next lesson, I think I'm going to do intervals or rhythm. And you can let me know which one you like more. Okay? Have a good night.